Hi everyone, welcome to our video tutorial. Uh, Today we're solving this paper 1 quadratic equation using factorization method. Okay, so it did came in this one came in 2019. All right, it was right on question 9b. Okay, so if you see a question like this one in paper 1, you have to understand, so we don't have to use the formula method or the completing of the square method. So we use the factorization method. For a question like this one, you expect only 2 marks. Alright, so something you cannot afford to lose. Okay, so let's quickly solve this one. So this one we're going to say solution. Alright, solution. Okay, so as usual, we copy the entire question the way it is, because now this is you solving and not the examiner, correct? So here you have to understand to say you have uh, this part, and this part, okay? So we have the conventional expression for quadratics, which is x squared plus bx plus c, which is equal to 0. Okay, so for me to explain this question, I'm going to use this general equation. Okay, so this is the general equation. Let me just explain the parts of this equation. Okay, so the a here is called the coefficient, the b is also the coefficient, the c is a special coefficient called the constant, in the sense that the power of x here is 0. Here it's 1, here it's 2. Okay, now we know from our indices that anything raised to the power of 0 is just 1. That we're just ignoring it like that. Okay, so now for us to be able to find the solution to this problem, this is what we do. Okay, so we're going to say we have to find the sum, which I'll denote with the s I mean. So we use s to represent the sum, then the product and the factors. Okay, so if you look at this equation here, we have 3 terms: the first term, the second term, and the third term. Okay, so now to be able to solve this one by factorization method, we need to have 4 terms, and basically what we do is we split this one. We're going to be able to split 5x into 2 parts. Okay, those 2 parts are what we call the factors. Okay, now how do we get the sum, how do we get the product, and how do we get to the factors? So this is how we do it to get the sum. So the sum is gotten by multiplying a and c. Okay, so a is here and c is there. Okay, in this question, the a is the coefficient of x squared and the c is the constant. So we have 2 and -3. These are the things that we are multiplying to get -6. So -6 is our sum. The product of this one is very simple. Okay? Okay, sorry. So since we're multiplying, this is the product, and this is the sum. The sum is now this one. So the sum is right on the middle, okay, which is b. So the sum is b, which is going to be just 5 like that. It's positive, all right? So now we have to find 2 factors that we're going to use to split the sum 5x as 1 term into 2 terms. So that in total we're going to have 4. 1 this one, 2 from this one, and this one. So that we have 4 terms that we're going to use finally to factorize, all right? So what do we do now? The factors that we have to find, they have to suit 2 conditions, all right? So one, when you multiply the factors that you get, you have to be able to get your 6, all right? Then when you add them, you're supposed to be able to get your sum, which is 5. So now, you get the factors of your product. So your product is 6. So you have 6 and 1. Those can give you. Then you also have 3 and 2. Right? So these are the sets that we have. So let me just use a comma here. Okay? So these are the sets that we have. Now, we do a test to see which one will suit best in this problem that we have. So if you get the first set, since we have negative here, you can introduce the negative this side. When you multiply, of course you'll be able to get this one. Let's see, if we add, are we able to get this one? No, this is a positive number, but when you add 6 and positive 1, you're able to get, you get, obviously you get negative 5 and not positive 5. So let's try changing the sign to this other number here. Alright, so when you multiply, are you getting this one? Yes. When you add, are you getting this one? Yes. So this one. So you discover that when you do a test on these ones, they will not accept to fit in this question. So this is the set that we're going to use. So therefore, our factors are 6 and negative 1. Okay? Sweet. Now you just get, this is everything that you needed. 2 numbers only. So you just get this one and put them there. Right? So they'll carry the name or the surname X because the sum here has the X there. So we're going to say 2X, there were T's, then 5. Where there's 5 now, we get these ones. So there'll be 6X there. Alright, we'll put the X in front. So negative 1X is just the same as negative X. Okay, then you get the 3 like that, where it is. Then you go to 0. So now let's count together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and here let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly what we wanted to attain. Okay, so from here now, you can factorize easily. We're going to say this one and this one. So you pair them 2, 2. So the first pair here is going to give us what's common. We're going to say 2x. So that pair x will remain. Then 2x into this one, you agree with me that it's going to be a 3. Okay? Now, here what's common? You have a negative and also a negative here. And the things in the brackets, okay, will give you a leakage. They have to be the same. So negative 1 is going to be, you get negative 1 as the common factor here. So at negative 1 to this one, you get a positive x. Into a negative 3 again, you get a positive 3. So you see now, this one and this one are the same, okay? And always, as you factorize, you are supposed to get these terms the same, so that you only pick one. Now that these are the same, you can only get 2x minus 1, okay? And you close like that, then among these two, just get 1 is equals to 0, okay? So this is what you have. Okay, now to find the final answer, you're going to say 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So now, let me erase this one, because we've already used it. Okay, so this one is going to be 2, the 1 will come this side. Okay, it's going to be positive, of course, then 2 will divide, then x is going to be 1 over 2. The other one, 3 will go that side, and we're going to have x is equal to negative 3. So in the exam, this is where your 2 marks are going to come from. As this correct answer, you get 1 mark, and also this one, you get the other mark. So if you also look at the examiner is also interested in this, if they are correct, it means they're not copying from your neighbor. Of course, you get 4 marks for a complete and well-organized solution. Okay? So, in the exam, in your paper, it will be written like this. So, there's a dash here, or like that. So, on the first one, this is where you put your half, positive, of course. And the second one, you put a negative 3 like that. So this is what is going to give you 2 marks. Thank you so much for watching our videos. Make sure you like, comment, and share.